Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Before we even get started, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Persephone would like to introduce you to Jean-Claude Perrault. Hello, he said. Hello, said Persephone. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine too. Where are you from, beautiful lady? I live on Orkney off the north coast of Scotland. I am French, and I live in France, precisely in Paris. I hope that the distance doesn't pose a problem for you. I visited England 7 years ago, but I don't know Scotland. What are you doing? Good afternoon. I got to bed when you sent that last night. Good morning. Hello again. It was the middle of the night when you sent that. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. You're very beautiful. Are you married? That's very kind of you. I'm divorced. I've been a widower for 2 years, and I live with my daughter and my dog. Oh, OK. I have 2 grown-up daughters. One lives in Leeds and one lives in Brighton. I'd like to get to know you better, but you see that I'm not connected enough on Facebook. So do you have WhatsApp to chat better and get to know each other better? I have no idea what I'm not connected enough on Facebook means. Please explain. You have WhatsApp? Only for family. Please explain what you meant. I explain. I don't like talking on Facebook. OK, that's a shame. I want to be part of your family, so I want to talk to you on WhatsApp, because I believe that on WhatsApp we will have a good conversation. Give me your WhatsApp. You aren't part of my family. No, don't be rude, demanding bully. Goodbye. Hey, I understand you. Excuse me for the inconvenience, but I respect women too much, because women are not an instrument of pleasure, but she is the honour and virtue of the house, and she deserves greater respect and greater consideration than not respecting a woman is forgetting your own mother. I so wish I understood that. Hi, how are you? I'm all right, thanks. It's raining hard, so I'm doing some housework. Can we talk now? Yeah, I'm doing some ironing. Yesterday you got angry because I asked for your WhatsApp. You get angry very easily. Don't be so reluctant. I'll take that to mean yes I do, and I don't respect a lady and take no as an answer. No, maybe it's a bad translation. You know I use the translator, if you say so. I said that I respect the woman, and you know this one because he's said it all before. So Persephone copied and pasted the bit where he said, don't be so reluctant. That was a mistranslation. No, I said that you shouldn't be so reluctant because I'd like to know you inside and out. So you don't take no for an answer. I accept, but what are you looking for on social networks? I read the news, talk to my friends, read about my hobbies, look at local news. I am looking for a beautiful woman. That is to say, faithful, kind, sincere, passionate, sentimental, and more. I will look for a woman to whom I can give her my love, bring her the love that she's been missing all the time, a woman who will know how to take care of me, a woman with whom I will be very happy. You mean you're looking for someone to do the cooking, cleaning, washing, ironing, and pander to your every whim? Try employing a housekeeper. Listen, I already have a babysitter who takes care of my daughter and the house. I'm looking for a woman to spend the rest of my life with her. Don't you want to start your life over? No, thanks. I did that 18 months ago when I moved to Orkney. What's your job? I work in the import and export of goods to several countries. I don't work. My divorce settlement supports me. What kind of goods do you import and export? All kinds of goods, according to customers. That must mean you travel a lot. Yes, I'm travelling. Do you need to buy anything? I'm available for any purchase of various. I don't think so. What kind of things did you have in mind? There's home furniture, cars, there's everything you want. Tell me what you want, and I'll send it to you. I don't think I need anything, thanks. There are also cars. I've got a car, thanks. Tell me, have you ever invested in a project? What do you mean? I want to offer you an investment project in which you can get out with 200% profits. You mean you want my money? What's the project? Last year, I invested in an oil project with the Saudi prince. Which Saudi prince? I don't want your money. I just want to offer you an investment project in which we can be partners. If you want, we can invest with the Saudi prince. Which prince? Mohammed bin Salman. Do you know him? No, but I can look him up. I've got to go soon. I'm meeting a friend in town. He was appointed Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia on June the 21st, 2017 at the age of 31. He's a very good business partner. So, would you like me to tell you about the project? Do you want to partner with me in business? Tell me about it and I'll think about it, but I have to go now. It's a very good and beautiful investment project. You know, Africa is rich in mineral resources. You can do research and you will see. Australia is also rich in mineral resources, but I prefer that we invest in Africa, in mining gold and diamonds. The goal of the project is to exploit part of the African land to obtain gold and diamonds. Do you know how much a gram of gold costs here in Europe? The gram of gold costs 60.29 euros, yet we can obtain 1 hectare of land. With exploitation, we can obtain 8 to 10 kilograms per week, so I'll let you do the calculation. We can be very good partners. I will explain the project to you in more detail. Be interested, and you will see for this project there will be documents. And he sent her a table of the price of gold. What kind of documents will there be? I'd need to read them. Yes, don't worry, but we have to buy a 1 hectare plot of land. Where do you want us to invest? I prefer that we invest in West Africa, where a hectare of land costs 11,000 euros. We will each pay half, and the profit will be shared 50% each. On a hectare of land, we can have 8 to 10 kilograms. However, 1 gram of gold costs 60.29 euros. After paying for the land to be exploited, then the Ministry of Mines will issue us a document which certifies that we have land. OK, but I need to see the documentation, etc. before I decide. I couldn't possibly invest in anything without a proper description of what the investment is. The document will be awarded to us by the government in which we want to invest, so together you and I must decide on the country in which we're going to invest. I don't know, West Africa. There are several countries which to suggest. You must know which one you have in mind, surely. I suggest Ivory Coast, because Ivory Coast has several mining resources. You know we must make decisions together. I have to rely on you to give me accurate information. I know nothing about West Africa or about gold mining. A document will be issued to us if we're ready to pay for the land in which the exploitation will be done. I'm not investing in anything without a proper written proposal. OK, don't worry. I'll give you more information on the operation. It's a very good project. Very profitable at 200% income. 200% over what time period? 200% over 6 months, and we can gain 8 to 10 kilograms per week. The gram of gold costs, guess what, 60.29 euros, so do the math. We have to pay for the land to exploit, and labour is less expensive. There'll be machines to dig gold. I don't see how doing the math helps unless I know the breakdown of costs. 1 kilogram of gold costs 60,289.08 euros. Yes, so you keep telling me. You can research the cost. Now, I've no idea what's involved. You must have done all that already, surely. Don't hesitate to ask questions. What do you want to know about exploitation and investment? I just sent an email to the Ministry of Mines. They'll perhaps send me documents. And this was about 6 o'clock on a Sunday evening UK time. I'd like to see a written proposal, please. OK, give me a moment. I'm talking to the Ministry, who obviously are glued to their desks on a Sunday evening. I spoke to the Ministry. They say the document will be issued to us tomorrow morning. If you're sure to invest in mining, a document will be awarded to us tomorrow morning. OK, I said 6 o'clock UK time. That's 5 o'clock. Oh, OK. I'll need to read it before I decide. I understand. But will you be ready to invest with me for a hectare of land? I've already told you the price of the land. I believe that the document that will be awarded to us will be that of the land, because it is an investment project in mining. That's what I want to make you understand. You understand me, I hope? Yeah, but I want to see a full written proposal, please, with costs, timescales, projected profits, etc. I understand. You don't worry. You'll see the document. We'll talk later. Now I have to talk to customers who've placed orders. Hey, I again. Now I sign delivery documents for Sweden. And you? Why would I sign delivery documents for Sweden? I say I'm signing delivery documents. You understand that Persephone deliberately misunderstood him, obviously. Yes, and you asked me if I was. I have customers who've ordered goods, so I sign for delivery tomorrow. OK. Do you live alone or with family? I'm sure I've told you about my family. Do you live alone or with family? Tell me about your family now. You just told me your kids live in Brighton. Don't be a demanding bully. I told you I'm divorced. I told you I live on Orkney. I told you one of my daughters lives in Leeds and one lives in Brighton. Which bit of that did you not understand? No, I understand. I've been a widower for 2 years, and I have a daughter, Lena, and I have a dog. I also have a babysitter who takes care of Lena. OK, I believe we will be very good business partners. We understand each other well. I hope so. I inherited my father's job. He also left me several inheritances that I now manage. I like business. I like investing. Tomorrow, when we receive the document, then when will we start the investment? I'll need to read them first and do my due diligence. OK, I've already spoken to the Mining Ministry of the Ivory Coast, so we'll send the document tomorrow. But they ask how much land will we buy, and this will be written in the document. OK. They also ask if I'm partnered with anyone. You know, if we're partners, then we must form one. That is to say, we must have the same decisions. Of course. I can assure you that this project we can win, and our chance of winning is 99%. Sounds a bit like roulette, you know. On the 100th chance, you lose everything. I do not lose so easily in business, because I'm very rigorous, and I work hard for my partner to be 100% satisfied. I've been in the business world since I was very young. Sounds as if you know what you're doing. I'm very passionate about business. Yes, I can tell that you are. Tell me, what else do you want to know about the project? And how do you find the project? How do I find it? I've no idea until I can see the proper business proposal and the documentation. I find this project interesting, and well, I've always dreamed of investing in the field of mining. I have a friend who invested in mining in Australia, and he earns a lot. What does he mine in Australia? I understand you perfectly. And you're right. He mines gold and diamonds in Australia. Russia also mines diamonds. It's getting late and our clocks went back last night, so I'm really tired. I'm going to bed now. I understand you. I'm going to bed too. I've had a very long day with customer deliveries. We'll talk again tomorrow. It's been a great pleasure talking with you, and I'm delighted to have you talk about the project. Good night. It was at this point, when Persephone realised that he was a cut above the average scammer, that she felt a visit from her Romanian niece coming on. Good morning, said Persephone the next morning. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. It's a bit cold and windy, so I'm doing some research online. I'm talking to the ministry. We're waiting for the document. Oh, OK. What are you doing now? I just received the document. I got a bit distracted, that's good. I'll send you the document. Persephone said thumbs up. And here is that document. Investment in the mining sector in Ivory Coast, it's headed. The Ministry of Industry and Mines of the State of Ivory Coast offers investors a rental of land containing mineral, in brackets gold. The land is subdivided per hectare, whose value of 1 hectare amounts to €11,000, for a mining extraction duration, gold, of 6 months at most. After extraction, any investor is invited to go to the Ministry of Industry and Mines to pay taxes. Investors have the right to export their goods, gold, to outside countries, Europe, after paying taxes and duties. Taxes vary depending on the quantity of gold extracted, or the amount of money that they think their victim is prepared to send them. That's me adding that in, of course. It doesn't say that on the document. 1 gram of gold equals €60.29. I was under the impression that the value of gold changed on a daily basis, but what would I know? 1 kilogram equals €60,289.08. Investors have a profit of 152% minimum on 1 hectare per week. Investors collect 8 to 11 kilograms per week on 1 hectare, or €482,312.64 minimum per week. Underneath it says done on the 30th of October 2023 in Abidjan. And beside it, Le Directeur Général du Projet, CEMS, Dr. Maury Kuruma. OK, who is Dr. Kuruma? Let's have a look. As far as I can tell from Google, Dr. Kuruma is linked to mining in the Conakry region of Guinea, and I apologise for my pronunciation there. And, as ever, here's one of the famous maps we use on this channel. Here's Guinea, and here's the Côte d'Ivoire. They do join, they have a border, but they're definitely not the same country. Here's a document. Read it, he said. That document says profits are 152% per week. You said 200% over 6 months. Yes, I'd estimated the profit at 200% for the 6 months, but now I see that we'll have much more profit. So after reading the document, what do you say about it? Sounds interesting, definitely, but I'd like to see a proper breakdown of costs, please. I don't know about mining. So I've no idea what it would cost to extract gold or what kind of machinery stroke manpower would be needed. Okay, wait, I'll get more information from the ministry and I'll explain to you. My phone's ringing, said Persephone. I spoke to the ministry and they say that we have to pay first the 11,000 euros and then 2,000 euros for weeding the land. After paying the 13,000 euros, then another document will be given to us to prove that we really paid the 13,000 euros and the land belongs to us for 6 months. That's a start, but I'd like to see a breakdown of costs for the extraction. What kind of machinery will we need? How much will it cost to hire? How much manpower will we need? Will the workers need accommodation, food, travel costs? Oh, and I've got some exciting news. They also say that the labour is less expensive and the machines are also rented for 6 months. They say we must first pay the 13,000 euros for the rental of the land for 6 months and the weeding. While, do you think about it? Then I will pay 6,500 euros and you will pay 6,500 euros. They say we'll have even more information on machines and labour if we own the land. So let's make the effort to pay for the land, and then they'll deliver machines and labour to us qualified. That was my niece calling. She's just broken up with her partner, which is sad, but she's on her way to visit me right now. She's Romanian. My older brother's married to a Romanian lady. Lola's a businesswoman. I think her partner didn't live up to her expectations. She likes nice things. I'm thinking she might be interested in joining with us. They say that the workers will receive their salaries when we've finished extracting the gold. This means that after we've paid the 13,000 euros, we will have nothing more to pay before 6 months. The machines are for rent, and the people who will work will be paid after extraction. Are we going to form a partnership? We'll need a proper partnership agreement, especially if there are 3 of us. I prefer that we both do it, you and I. Do it both of us to get a good benefit. Or maybe Lola and I could share our 50%, so we have 25% each. I don't know if she'll be interested, though. She's due to arrive this evening. She's getting the 6:15 flight to Kirkwall. OK, then there will be 3 of us in partnership, but you should talk to Lola, because I would like us to pay the 13,000 euros tomorrow, so that the weeding can be done quickly, you understand? Yes, of course, I'll talk to her as soon as she arrives. Can you draw up a partnership agreement to save time in case she agrees? So, since you don't know if she'll be interested, then what's the point of talking to her about it? She might be able to discourage you. Why would she discourage me? I know she does investing. I can text her. She's probably at the airport in Bucharest by now. But the partnership agreement that I will write will bear your name and my name, since we don't know if she'll be interested. You can write 2 versions. I'll write in French and English. Is that okay? I'm sure that'll be fine. I think they speak French in Ivory Coast. Yes, they speak French in Ivory Coast. But will you be ready to pay tomorrow? Because I'm ready to pay the 6,500 euros tomorrow morning, and you too should pay tomorrow morning, because I'm motivated, and I want us to pay so that the weeding is done quickly. You know a hectare of land is big. What do you say about the pay? I'm sure we can do that tomorrow. Do you know how much that would be in pounds? I'll pay 6,500 euros, and you'll pay £5,680 sterling, which is equivalent to 6,500 euros. The partnership contract will contain our names, you and me. OK? OK, I think. Send it, please, so we can read it this evening. I have to go and do some shopping. I'm sure Lola will be hungry when she arrives, and I'd like to cook her something nice for dinner. The partnership contract is done, and I'm sending them to you. It's done in French and English. And he sent these 2 very unconvincing contracts. One in English and one in French. And we'll look at those in greater depth at the end of the second video. I'll send the partnership contract, written in French, to the Ministry of Ivory Coast. I just got home. Let me unpack my shopping and then read the documents. What do you say? Since we're one, you and I, your decisions and your opinions also count. I'm so excited. I just looked at Lola's flight. She's on her way now. And she sent a screenshot from Flight Radar 24. I wish Lola a good trip. Send me a message when you're available. I received a message from the ministry. I want to talk to you about it, said our man, who was probably starting to feel a bit twitchy. I'm back. Lola's at Edinburgh Airport, just waiting for her flight up to Kirkwall. I've been in the kitchen cooking. What have the ministry said? I sent the partnership contract to the ministry, and they're asking if we can pay the 13,000 euros this evening so that the work starts tomorrow, weeding, etc. Goodness, that's quick. I'll have to think about it. Where would I have to send the money to? Do you agree? You know your opinion is necessary. I agree. So if you want, we pay this evening, so that the weeding begins tomorrow. I believe that the 1 hectare land is already reserved. Where would I send the money? Lola's arriving at the airport at 7:30 and it's almost 6 p.m. now. And so he sent the name and bank details of a money mule in Cote d'Ivoire. So do it too now, he said. Send me the receipt as soon as you finish the transfer so that I can send it to the ministry. They'll ask for the receipt. I'll send them my receipt, so you can also send me your receipt, and I'll send them. Why do I have to say it's financial aid? Shouldn't it say land leasing? You can do as you want. Wrote that it's a partnership, so write the same thing. Oh, okay. What currency do I need to send it as? You can send it in euros. Okay. You can also send it in pounds sterling. Oh, okay. Give me a few minutes. Okay. I went off to make supper. I wait, he said. You can write project funding. Did you make the transfer? They're waiting for the transfer receipts to reserve our land. I think we'll have land with a lot of miners. Oh no, said Persephone when she came back. I don't know what to do. I have 2 bank accounts, HSBC and Bank of Scotland. Neither of the apps will let me send the money, so I logged in online, and that won't work either. There's a Bank of Scotland branch in Kirkwall. I'll have to go into that in the morning. HSBC flashed up a message saying to call them during banking hours. Bank of Scotland said call or go into your nearest branch. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'll go in tomorrow morning. I think they open at 9:30 a.m. So I'm waiting for the receipt, he said. Send me a message tomorrow morning when you've made the transfer. I'll go into the bank as soon as they open tomorrow. Now I'm going to talk to the ministry and tell them that tomorrow we'll pay the 13,000 euros, but you know, they say that they won't be able to reserve land if we don't pay. I know, I'm so sorry. I just don't think there's anything else I can do tonight, and I have to leave in just over half an hour to go to the airport. But you can do it at home. Do it at home online. I can't. Didn't you read what I said? Okay, I understand you. Hello, she said a bit later. I just got home. Lola was really tired when she arrived. She's staying in a hotel in Kirkwall as she wants her own space. We had some dinner and a drink. She's really interested in joining in the mining investment. She said, could you contact her on WhatsApp and tell her more about it? This is her number. But I don't talk on WhatsApp. I don't have this app, said her man, who at the start of the scam had tried very hard to get Persephone to move to WhatsApp. But since she's interested, then I'd prefer that you and I pay the 13,000 euros first. What do you think? I'll ask her tomorrow. It's getting late now. I wish we could pay for the land tomorrow morning, which is the main thing. I know it's late, but if we are 3 partners, so tomorrow morning I will pay 6,500 euros, and you will do the same. And after having obtained the operating land, then Lola, to finally join us in the project. You know the land is the most important. That's why I insisted that you make the transfer online. Lola just rang me. She's really keen to know more and said to tell you to install WhatsApp because she really wants to talk to you and learn more. If you give me your number, I'll pass it on to her. Normally, transfers are made online, but I don't understand why they refuse transfers. It's such a nuisance that I can't pay online, but I'm sure it'll get sorted out tomorrow when I go to the bank. I know UK banks are making it much more difficult to transfer money these days. Lola just texted me. She says she never does business just in writing. She really likes to talk to her business partners. She's right, isn't she? I do think you should talk to her. It would be more professional and also give us all peace of mind that we know each other. If you install WhatsApp, please, she'll talk to you on there. I prefer that we pay for the land first. Understand me too, because it's the most important, said our frustrated scammer. I think paying for the land is part of the business. I do think Lola is right, and I'd like you to talk to her before we go to the bank, please. But she'll be able to speak with the General Director of Mines on the Ivory Coast, right? Will she? I'm sure she'd like to talk to him if he'd like to, but I know she'd like to talk to you first. Okay. Perhaps you could install WhatsApp and talk to her before we go to the bank tomorrow. You know, in business, there are not enough arguments, and when you have to do something, you do it without exception. So if you have to invest tomorrow, then do what is necessary. The contract is done, and I sent it to the ministry, and I told them that they'll receive the money this evening because that's what they asked for, but we have not done it. Even though, what do they think of us? They think we're not serious. They'll come and reserve the land because there are several people who invest in this country, and there are always foreign investors. Persephone ignored him for the rest of that evening, but Lola texted and said, "He called. He's from the Ivory Coast. I think he uses a translator. He doesn't speak English, but fortunately, Lola speaks French."
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. This is Lola Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you are Claude?
Yeah, good. And you?
I'm Lola Johnson.
What?
I'm Lola Johnson.
Okay.
Ah, ok. Oh, monsieur, quelle surprise. J'aime beaucoup le français. De quelle ville es-tu? Monsieur Claude? Écoute, je ne parle très bien français, mais je sais. De quelle ville es-tu? En France? Monsieur Claude?
Moi, je suis du ministère. Des Mines, la Côte d'Ivoire. Je suis du ministère des Mines et de la Côte d'Ivoire. Non, je ne suis pas celui dont vous prétendez. Je suis du ministère.
Écoute, monsieur, est-ce que je parle avec monsieur Claude?
I'll just interrupt here. The scammer is pretending to be from the Ministry of Mines in Côte d'Ivoire and saying that he isn't Jean-Claude.
Non, vous ne parlez pas, monsieur Claude. Ok? Nous sommes de la Côte d'Ivoire. Nous sommes de la Côte d'Ivoire. Et monsieur Claude, écoutez, monsieur Claude nous a parlé de vous et il nous a parlé
Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Et il nous a passé votre numéro.
Non, je veux parler avec monsieur Claude.
Lola is insisting that she wants to speak to Jean-Claude.
Monsieur Claude, il est en France.
Écoute, monsieur, ma tante m'a parlé de toi. Elle m'a parlé d'une entreprise. Et je veux le connaître. Je veux savoir les détails. Okay, sir? Okay, sir? Okay, sir. Okay. Do you speak English?
Non. Nous sommes de la Côte d'Ivoire et nous parlons le français, là.
Ah, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? You talk to my auntie in English, and now you are telling me that you don't speak English? Quel dommage! Monsieur, écoute, je veux parler avec monsieur, écoutez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Je veux parler avec monsieur Claude. Ok? Je ne vais pas parler avec vous. Ok? I don't know you, sir. I want to talk to Mr. Claude. Tell Mr. Claude to call me. I'm waiting. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Persephone woke up the following morning and contacted our man. "I'm not a miracle worker. I can't magically send you the money if my bank won't allow me to send it. What do you think I should do? Pretend I've sent the money when I haven't? Lola just called. She says she spoke to someone from the ministry last night. But she wants to speak to you, please. It's you that we're forming a partnership with, and I do think we need to talk first, so we know who we're doing business with, please. I don't speak French, but Lola does, so please call her before we go to the bank this morning." "But you and I have already talked about several things," he said. "You asked me for documents, and I sent them to you, so what more do you want? I'm beginning to think you don't want to talk to your potential business partners for some reason. What is the reason? I think it's right and sensible for us to talk first, so we know each other. I agree with Lola, we need to speak to you first, otherwise I'll start thinking I don't trust you. OK, now I'm calling Lola on WhatsApp, he said. She's with you? She's at her hotel. And so he called Lola. If you don't speak French. He started by claiming he was Jean-Claude, then changed his mind and told Lola that he was actually calling from the ministry again, when Lola realised it was the same number that had called her last night, saying they were the ministry.
Hello? Hello? You muted the call. Demute. Hello?
Eh ben, hello. Eh ben, ouais. Je suis là. Je suis Claude.
You muted the call.
Je suis Jean-Claude.
Yes, but it's the same number I talked to yesterday, last night.
Last night. Yeah, I calling you.
Yes, but last night you told me you were not Claude. Now you are Claude?
I'm Claude.
Yesterday you told me you were not Claude. Now you are Claude?
Yes.
Yesterday you told me you were not Claude.
Mr. Claude, you speak French?
My friend, are you a businessman?
I'm a ministry.
You said you were Claude. Who are you?
Do you have speak French?
No, my friend, I don't ask you to speak Romanian. You are a businessman, you have to speak in English.
Last night, you speaking French?
Yes, I wanted to speak a little French because I like French, but it's normal and polite for us to talk in English. It's not my language, it's not your language, okay? So we will not speak in French because it's not polite for you to ask me to speak in French. It's not polite for me to ask you to speak in Romanian. So we will speak in English. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so
Do you have Telegram?
if we speak here on WhatsApp, why do you need Telegram?
I'm a ministry director.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I understand. What's your name?
My name is Kuruma.
Uh-huh. Okay, I didn't understand very well. Maybe you should write it. Okay, so you are not Claude.
Okay.
Okay, I want to talk to Mr. Claude. Can you give me Mr. Claude's number?
Okay.
Can you give me Mr. Claude's number?
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay.
Monsieur!
Bah ouais, je te le donne maintenant là.
Monsieur, écoute-moi. Je voudrais parler avec Monsieur Claude.
Ok, je vous donne son numéro, mais il parle sur Telegram, ok?
Non, je ne veux pas Telegram. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est ça, Telegram? Je veux parler en WhatsApp.
Ok.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça, Telegram, monsieur? Monsieur, tu es drôle.
Ok, je fais l'effort pour que tu parles à Monsieur Claude, ok?
Ok, je veux parler avec Monsieur Claude. Parce que Monsieur Claude est le businessman. C'est pas vous. C'est pas vous, monsieur.
Ok, je comprends.
Ok, ma tante m'a parlé de Monsieur Claude.
Eh ben ouais, je comprends, mais Monsieur Claude, c'est moi qui envoie les documents à Monsieur Claude.
Ok. Donnez-moi le numéro de Monsieur Claude. Monsieur, écoutez-moi. Donnez-moi le numéro de Monsieur Claude.
Ok, je vous l'envoie sur WhatsApp, ok? Je vous l'envoie sur WhatsApp.
Ok, merci. Au revoir, monsieur. Bye.
Ok, au revoir.
Ok, bye.
Lola just rang me, said Persephone, after she'd listened to the call. She said the ministry called her again. I don't know why they did that, but we'd like you to call her yourself, please. We're ready to go to the bank as soon as you've called her. OK, don't worry. I'll call him. I'll sign some documents. I'll call him shortly. We don't want you to call the ministry. We want you to call Lola, please. I'll call Lola. Don't worry. OK, thanks. I've just spoken to Lola, said Persephone a bit later. If you can't call her by 11 a.m. UK time, I'm going to collect her from the hotel and we're going to go out for the day. I'll call him. Don't worry. You know I have a lot of documents to sign. I want you to call Lola, please, not the ministry. Shouldn't we sign the documents as well, if we're all going to be partners? Well, when I call Lola, we'll talk about it, but there is no document before paying the first pay. I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Which documents are you signing? You only have 5 minutes left to call Lola. Otherwise, we're going out and won't be able to pay today. I'm going to take her to Scambaiting. The phone signal there is very bad. But you can make the transfer, and I'll call later when I've finished signing the documents. No, said Persephone, I'm sure I said that we want to speak to you before we go to the bank. So please call her. I'm just about to leave to pick her up. If you called her before I get to the hotel, we'll go to the bank. If not, we'll go out for the day. But you know that I don't speak English. My English is very bad. Lola speaks a little French, but she needs to speak to you. I'm starting to think you don't want to talk to her for some reason, which is strange for someone who wants us to be business partners. I'm just leaving. If you haven't called her by the time I get to the hotel, then we won't go to the bank, and we'll talk to you again this evening. And so, a man called Lola.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Yeah. I'm Jean-Claude.
You are Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you, Claude? Jean-Claude.
Not very bad. Please speak English, speak French.
No, why should I speak French? Are you a businessman or not?
Yeah.
You are a businessman. Okay. So,
Yes.
if you are a businessman, why don't you speak English?
No, speak English. Speak French. My English is very, very, very bad.
How come? How come? Écoute. Écoute. Monsieur.
Oui, je t'écoute.
Monsieur Jean-Claude. Ok.
Oui, madame Lola.
Ok. Je suis Lola. De Roumanie,
Oui.
mon ami. Ok.
Roumanie ici.
Oui, je suis de Bucarest. De quelle ville es-tu?
Moi, je suis de Paris.
Ah, tu es de Paris. J'aime Paris.
Oui, je suis de Paris, du 9e arrondissement.
Monsieur Jean-Claude. Écoute, je ne parle très bien français, mais je sais Ok, ma tante m'a parlé de toi. Elle m'a parlé d'une entreprise. Et j'aimerais connaître les détails.
Pour l'investissement,
Oui.
tu veux des détails pour l'investissement?
Monsieur, quel âge as-tu?
Moi, j'ai 52 ans. Allô?
Oui, j'écoute. Quel âge as-tu?
Je dis, j'ai 52 ans.
Non. Ok. J'ai 35 ans.
Ah, ok,
Je pense,
Pour
oui,
tous les détails,
oui, je pense que je suis.
l'investissement, c'est
Monsieur, laissez-moi parler, monsieur. Je pense que je suis encore jeune.
Comment?
Je pense que je suis encore jeune. Oui, allô. Ok.
Oui, tu es encore jeune, mais je t'écoute, parle-moi.
Oui, je suis encore jeune. Ok.
Ok.
J'aime.
Comme tu as du mal à parler français, je vais te dire, dis simplement à ta tante d'investir dans ce projet parce qu'elle va, elle va avoir aussi sa part d'argent. Elle va avoir beaucoup de bénéfices, si je veux dire.
Beaucoup de bénéfices. My friend, you're a businessman. I don't understand why do you want us to speak in French? Because it's not polite. So as a businessman, you have to speak English. I don't understand. What is this? Don't you want to speak English with me?
I say, no speak English.
Why? Why did you mute the call?
Hello?
Why do you mute the call when you are talking to a lady? Don't you know that it's not polite?
No, speak English good. My English is very, very bad. Speak French.
Try and speak English, monsieur.
I understand you, man, but no speak English. No speak English well. Speak French, please.
No, it's not polite for you to ask me to talk in French. It's polite for us to speak in English.
J'avais promis vous appeler. Aujourd'hui, je vous appelle. Maintenant, comme on ne se comprend pas bien, j'aimerais qu'on puisse parler par écrit.
Monsieur, écoute, quartier de France. J'aime Jodassin.
Here, Lola is asking our man if he likes a French performer called Joe Dassin. Our scammer, of course, is from Ivory Coast and has never heard of Joe Dassin.
Comment?
J'aime Jodassin. L'été indien. Vous aimez Jodassin? C'est romantique.
Je comprends pas.
Vous aimez Jodassin? Tu le connais? Jodassin?
Non, je le connais pas.
Oh!
No.
Tu ne connais Jodassin et tu es de France. Oh! Tu es drôle, monsieur. C'est dommage.
Je ne le connais pas personnellement. J'ai entendu son nom, mais je ne le connais pas personnellement, je veux dire.
Ah! Tu ne connais Jodassin. Et tu es de France. It's amazing. Okay, I'm waiting for my auntie. We will go out. Hello? Ah! You have a bad connection. In France. Hey, Monsieur Jean-Claude.
After that call had ended, our man contacted Persephone. But that's episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, and I'll see you again in Jean-Claude Perrault, episode 2.